I will go to my grave believing that had we been allowed in, even a week in, she wouldn't have gone into ICU. She wouldn't have had the bleeding in her lungs. She wouldn't have, and ultimately what took her out was a clot hit her lung, pulmonary embolism. That's really what took her out. And, and she showed a lot of significant, the autopsy showed a lot of significant, decline in organs. So that 21 days that she was there alone was significantly a detriment to her health, even though she made the best of it, even though she did what she could. And we talked multiple times a day on FaceTime. But FaceTime doesn't cut that personal rubbing feet, holding hands, speaking life, those kinds of things.
I mean, simply to have your family taken away from you and just to go sit in a room with a TV in it and some people who bring you bad food now and then, and you weren't sick and you weren't on your deathbed. You just suddenly your life is switched to that for like, was it 2 or 3 weeks or however long it was? That would be a shock to somebody's system that would send them into a depression. I mean, just that, because to lose that human contact and connection to your loved ones, it already would be a form of torture. I had pneumonia when I was 12 years old, and I was in the hospital for about a week. And I remember just at that age, the lonely, dark, the feeling when I remember my mom left, I would sit there and I would, she said I made it so hard for her to leave. I would sit there in the window and watch her leave because I just hated being alone in this place where, for me, I'm a kid, but it's just people are coming and sticking me with needles all night long, and it's just dark, and really all I have is the TV. And I wanted to have you on because I think it's easy when you don't have somebody in the hospital, you're not going through this. You just hear them say no visitors, and that sounds so simple. When you hear the real story of what that looks like, the effect it has not only on the patient, but on the family, it makes you start to go, have we lost our sense of humanity here? Like of soul? Like the idea that